Support for City Series girls basketball is provided by the Akron Public Schools Career Education Department at 330-761-3131 or apscareers.com. Welcome here to Firestone High School as we welcome you to the Akron City Series Championship game as the Lady Griffins take on the Lady. Not even a chance to go after the tip there.
She's like, go ahead, man. We'll just play defense.
As the Lady Rams come in here, Joe Pacansky, Dave Schick here, City Series action. The Lady Griffins are undefeated here in the City Series, perfect 10-0.
But they trail early here.
Two of those losses. As the Rams they're 7-3. Two of those losses obviously coming against Buchtel. They get the early lead with the 3.
2-3 half-court trap being shown here. Just extending that 2-3. I like the looks of it.
And we've talked about many times in the season series, 2-0 are the Lady Griffins, but here in the championship game, things can change, and we're seeing it here. A foul underneath.
And that's the one thing they have in there with Alexis Radcliffe for Kenmore-Garfield is the size advantage, and they go right at her with Maisha Biddings, and she picks up her first foul. Biddings, we saw her last year super active on the glass, and she drills the first free throw. Griffins will play a lot of players, led by Javon Rogers, player of the year. And they're going to bring that full court pressure. Rams break it quite well. They look to convert on the other end, but it's swatted away.
The Rams underneath us, as you'll see from our spot here, are going to start Ayanna Lopp, number 0. Shayla Richardson, number 2. Alexis Radcliffe, number 3. Marche Irvin McAllister, number 20, and Kyra Stinger, number 12.
Like the patience right now by Kenmore-Garfield, handling the ball pretty well.
Yeah, and I always think she made that 3 to start from. One of the hardest things is to come out and start shooting well right away. I always felt as a shooter, it'd take me second quarter, halfway through the second quarter, so I'm feeling comfortable, get that first sweat in. On the other end for the Lady Griffins, they're going to start number 1, Devonna Nash, number 4, Javon Rogers, number 10, Imana Jackson, number 31, Emma Shea Stallings, and Marsha Biddings, number 33. Into the corner for 3, her second, doesn't get it to go in, tipped out and will stay with Buchtel. That's the right call. Right call.
Over the top, and you give them the ball? I think that's a tip out on the Griffs.
Good crowd here at Firestone High School for this game.
Yeah, nice crowd tonight. And I think one of the keys to stay in the game, because Buchtel has beat Kenmore-Garfield bad both times. One of the keys for them is ball control. Don't force up quick shots and handle the ball. Don't give Buchtel 10, 12 points off of your press. And they're going to get a foul inside. Nice look on Maisha Biddings. And one thing that you like with Kenmore-Garfield's offense so far is they're spreading out the Griffins in their pressure defense.
Biddings will get her first foul. The student section right underneath our cameras here. And they are on top of this team, showing their support. Into the corner, back outside, going to get things back up. 2 size advantage inside, and we'll have a foul again. I think that may be the second on Biddings if it's what we're looking at. Yep, and that one, a blatant just pushing the back for positioning. So here early, that'll be her second foul. We're less than half the way through the first quarter.
And I could see that game plan from Coach Jones. And one thing you might not know about Coach Jones is she puts the pinstripes on. She refs as well.
And Skinner coming in for the Lady Griffs. Big rebound underneath, can't get it to go, couldn't settle it down. Settles it back on the other side, does Lop. Up top to Richardson, corner. Takes time and a block, and they're gonna give the foul on the body contact. Just like that, we're 4 fouls in.
Yep.
Early here in the second quarter. That'll be Javon Rogers' first foul.
Kiara Stigger to the line to shoot 2. And she gets the first one.
And that crowd carrying them here early. Send it up here for the second shot. 5:30 left here in the first. Players coming hard, but they overplay it. Offensive board inside, not able to connect. And she's got to calm down those offensive boards. Kind of shooting a little fast.
Buchtel got to do a better job of rebounding. 3 and 4 shots, not going to do it. Buchtel going to bring full court pressure, even over the ball. Yep, good call. 94 feet away. Traveling. First turnover for Kenmore.
We'll go over the City Series first team, second team, honorable mention, player of the year, and all academic team. All that stuff will be coming up here in between quarters if we have a 3 from the corner to get us going. That one by Stallings.
Yeah, nobody guarded her, and she's got all 5 so far. Well, another turnover, and this is what you got to avoid those big runs.
Garfield going for the Hail Mary here early, sniffed out, back the other way. An odd call here with 5 minutes in the first quarter.
Oh, that could have been a foul.
Both players going for the ball. They're going to give him that in the corner, not there. Rebound taken down by Nash.
Weak side rebounding.
And turned over again. On the fast break, goes up, uncontested, gets it in. A great shot by Richardson. She's got 5 here in the game.
And Kenmore-Garfield keep this energy, though. Is this pace too fast?
Floater right side, can't go. Double bounce goes to the Lady Griffins, was blocked underneath. And rebound taken down by Lott. Inside, going to the post play.
Oh, I like that move.
Fakes it, and
I like that up and under.
No. I thought the travel move.
Ooh. Took a page right out of my book right there.
And now they send Skinner with her first foul. So both bigs underneath for the Lady Griffins now with fouls. That's why Biddings is on the bench.
Dave, you get the high school kids on that move all the time. Up and under. Oh, suck. Anybody wants to block your shot, you just say, show it to them. Whoop. You can even make that sound while you're doing it. Whoop. Rainbow.
I used it not too long ago. I gave the little ball fake.
The crafty veteran.
Yeah.
You got to use it with your floater game.
He was easily about 10 years younger than me and way more athletic. I just gave a little ball fake. Up he went.
Give it a few more years. I don't even have a floater game because I don't get off the floor anymore.
Makes the second here. 3-point lead for him, 8-5 here in the first. 3 ball again, up and in. Stallings with her second 3.
Somebody better get on Stallings.
Now 2-2. Brings it back out and going to be trapped. Turns it over. Sends it up to Stallings, one-on-one. Pump fakes her, but does it short, and they'll keep the ball.
Yeah,
I love that fast break by Stallings. Not going into contact, giving the little pump fake. A really good shot, just a little short, I think, here early in the game. Timeout for the Griffins.
Yeah, timeout by Coach Neubauer, as he, I think, maybe sees some good things going on, but his team playing a little bit fast and a little bit tight right now.
The Buchtel winning last year's City Series playoff championship. Going before that, you have Kenmore for 3 straight years. Kenmore being mainly in this, and now with the 2 schools coming together, just additional depth of girls that Coach Jones can put into her system.
And not their strongest team. But we've seen her do it before. We've seen Firestone sweep the season series and Kenmore come in here and win this thing.
They must really see something on that defensive front, why they were going for the Hail Mary pass multiple times here in the first quarter.
Well, you got the 6'3" receiver going deep in the post.
Well, and to me, that's a Jones play. That she sees something that gives them an advantage getting out of that press. And it certainly helps to have the biggest target down there. 3 ball again by Stalling. This one's short, air ball.
Yeah, they closed out on her, a little contact, but late.
Taken down by Stinger, and we'll have a turnover. 5 turnovers here in the first quarter for the Lady Rams.
Yeah, tied her up there. Sub in the game, Sharon Tuck Hayden in for the first time for the Griffins.
You're right.
I got you.
When I did my sheet, I didn't put a number 5. I don't know.
Oh, man, and they missed her wide open, too. She cut to the hole. Could have been a nice way to enter the game.
3 ball, spots it up, gets it in.
If they shoot it like this, it's going to be a long night.
Cassidy Jones, who just checked in, gets a 3. Breaking the press, coming down is Lopp.
Good handles. Woo.
Very good ball handler, distributes just below us. Settles, surveys, was looking inside. They're playing man-to-man now, or the Lady Griffins on them. I disagree, Peter. This is kind of an interesting position for us. A little harder to follow, but a lot of insight looking at the court this way.
I like being behind because you can see the offense is what they're trying to do. Nice move.
Goes to the hoop, gets it in, does Irvin McAllister. 3 not there, taken down again.
Nice run out. Oh, and Richardson just took her eye off of it for a second, but a great pass there on the lead by Diana Lopp.
And the Rams pushing the pace each time down the floor, and they will take a timeout as they want to talk things over additionally. Looking here at the first team, all City Girls basketball team for the 2017-2018 season. The first team obviously has some of these players that we're watching right here tonight. For the Buchtel Griffins, they are going to have Amani Jackson, the junior from Buchtel, as well as Javon Rogers, the sophomore. So as good as this Lady Griffins team are, both of them will be back next year. For East, they have Janie Johnson, the senior. For Ellett, they have Cassidy Doro, the senior. Shalyn Richardson from Kenmore-Garfield, the senior, and Amani Prim from North, rounding out the first team here for the all-City Girls basketball team. Second team, obviously, you still hear some familiar names in tonight's ball game. Devonna Nash of Buchtel, the freshman. Amia Stallings from Buchtel, the freshman. Javon Pace from East, the senior. Lainey Norris from Ellett, the senior. Iana Lopp from Kenmore-Garfield, the freshman. And Alexis Radcliffe from Kenmore-Garfield also on there as she is a junior. Timeout is out. We'll get the rest of those honorable mentions and certainly discuss our Player of the Year, Coach of the Year, which are here in tonight's ball game as well. But a lot of very good young talent looking across.
Nice job out of the timeout by the Kenmore-Garfield Rams as they tie it up, and the ball will go back to them. When a team pressures full court, it puts a lot of pressure on your point guard.
And they've got a very good point guard. I think she can pick that up, yeah.
Yep.
There was no signal by the official. She did look, but I don't think she was over yet, so hence not giving a signal.
It worked out.
And a quick jump ball. And as an official, you can tell a lot of times the intensity of ball games by how quickly they go jump ball.
Right.
More intense the ball game, the faster you want to make that call to eliminate the contact that goes on during that play.
Nice catch, but she short-armed it. Oh, that's going to be a cheap second foul on Skinner.
That's a tough foul for her.
Or on Radcliffe, I'm sorry.
Yeah. But still, she gets hers with 2 minutes left in the first. Her counterpart got it with 5:30 in the first. Biddings did.
Yep.
So I could see making a sub here, get her out of the quarter and get into the second. Lines up from the free throw line, can't connect. Tuck Hayden misses her first. It's been pretty good pace here in the first quarter. Here on APS 15 Girls City Series Championship. Dave Schick, Joe Pacansky here. Peter George running the camera. Tuck Hayden not able to get it in.
Rebound by Murph as pressure's going to be on her to man the middle here for the Rams. That one tipped out on the tip. It'll stay with the Griffins. I'm sorry, with the Rams.
Rams bring it in. Gets her to fall back, but can't hit the three. On the rebound is Rogers, back the other way. Passes it right side, can't get it to connect. Murph with the rebound. Sends it up to Lop. Lop looks and picks up her dribble.
That's danger zone, right?
Yeah, in the corners is trouble. And I would say right now, and they have a moving screen. And that's going to go, I believe, on Murph.
Good pickup there by you.
And there's a lot of, when you get outside of Lop as a ball handler, the options, the variance of ball handling drops dramatically, and you saw it there.
And I would say 90% of the moving screens are called out there, away from the three-point line where it's easy to see.
Bigger advantage when you do it. That's why they go after it there.
You get away with a lot more screening inside than you do out in the open area like that.
I like this. I like Lop going to the hole more often.
Travel. Yeah. I'll call it.
It doesn't feel like you travel as the player because you're just trying to get around this person, but you don't realize you're kind of taking an extra step. Turnover for him. 6 so far in the quarter. Looking to go inside. 40 seconds left. Gets it to go in.
That's a missed assignment, leaving the player of the year that wide open.
I like Lop being aggressive as she was last possession. She could have called timeout there.
Yeah, they already took one, but yeah, another turnover, 7 turnovers, and that's going to be their undoing if they don't clean that up.
Into the corner, back inside, turnover back the other way.
Anticipation.
Running the floor, here she goes, Richardson amongst the trees, can't get it to go, too hard.
Rebound by
Chance.
Yep.
Back the other way to the hoop, short. That one high, and it is going to count, and it does. So Tuck Hayden misses her 2 from the free throw line, but gets one in to end the quarter and extends the lead here. And just like that, a little 5-point swing at the end of the quarter makes it 15-10 at the end of the first here at Firestone.
Yeah, and what we tended to see there, especially that last minute, is that pace for Kenmore-Garfield got a little bit tired there in the last minute. In a 1-point game, a couple offensive rebounds lead to stickbacks. 15-10 Griffins with a nice little run there at the end.
Finishing up where we were with the all-city girls basketball team, we went over the first and second team. Going to the honorable mention, we're going to have Cassidy Thomas of Buchtel. She's a senior. Jada Maxwell from East. She's a senior. Sarah Mason from Ellett is a junior. Sierra Boone from Firestone is a sophomore. Kyra Stingers from Kenmore-Garfield is a senior. Kayla Cook from North is a senior. And then these are the 2 that are the biggest awards here in the City Series. Player of the Year, Coach of the Year, Brian Neuerbauger from Buchtel, our Coach of the Year, and Javon Rogers from Buchtel, the sophomore. Probably one of the first sophomore Player of the Years that we've had, but certainly they have gone undefeated in the City Series, and most deservingly to go after and award it to her. But very interesting to see how she develops here in the junior and senior year, whether she can put continued strings together. Just great talent around her and this rest of this Buchtel team.
Does a lot of things well on the court, not only shooting. Another turnover. That's a great hustle the other way. They're going to get a foul, but still saved an easy 2 points. I like Lop not giving up the layup there, and could argue that she got it clean, but especially from our angle, 94 feet away, but it's still a good. We had a good view.
From our angle, very far away, yes.
I got 20/20 vision though, so I'm looking through a bar, but no big deal. And
she misses both. Rebound taken by Murph.
She's doing her job so far. 4 boards already.
I would like to see her use a little bit of pick and roll action.
Buchtel half court trapping now. Murph gets it inside and knocks it down.
Really like to see them come out with a Richards and Lopp pick and roll. One with someone with good ball handling skills, as we're seeing with Richardson, as she passes underneath for 2 more.
Nice gather and finish by Irvine McAllister.
Irvine McAllister wide open as eyes were on Richardson, and they make it a 1-point game. Both teams really starting a lot of offense out by the half-court line. Or maybe it's just our perception. It just seems a lot closer than normal.
Oh,
Seems to be a lot of slipping going on this side.
There is a lot of slipping. And one of the things, you can't go through the legs or behind the back when a team's trapping. Get rid of the fancy stuff and just get rid of the ball.
Turnover for the Lady Rams. I don't know what's going on down there.
They're laughing about it. Whatever they're doing. There's a push.
Oh, no. That's going to be, I think, Lopp's second.
Yeah. You don't like to pick up those fouls 50 feet away from the hoop.
Second foul. Now, the sub will bring in Boyd.
I always tell my daughter that those are the kind that get you on the bench. It's not the charge that sometimes it's those other ones that you could have avoided.
In the corner, Murph can't get it, but it goes a lot for the rebound. She brings it forecourt, surveys, big step, scoop, can't get it to go. Thomas with a rebound back the other way, sends it forward, stops away from pressure, can't get it, and we will have a jump ball.
That'll go back to the Rams.
Rams.
Had a good look at it, but couldn't get it to finish.
No doubt some speed going out there. Possessions are going by quickly, back and forth.
Got to do something with it here.
And they're really trying to force her
to
the center of the court. Not there. Rebound taken by Stallings up into the forecourt. 3-quarter pressure.
Another slip.
What is going on with this floor? It's like the center of the court is dusty almost.
Yet. Yeah.
Not even dusty. It's like it's wet. Because they're not, like, you know when you play on the gym that they've had recess for like 3 weeks on?
Yeah.
And it's slippery, but you know it's slippery. Here it's almost the water, you're just falling because you're not, some of it's sticking and some of it's not.
We'll have to take a look, and we'll have to just keep an eye on it and see if it continues to be an issue. Good call. And now it's the Griffins that are playing too fast. Their 4th turnover already here in the second quarter. 6 overall for them.
5:38 here in the second quarter. And looking to add to it. The Griffins have not scored yet in this quarter.
I don't mind having Richardson up top there. Well, that is deep.
Nowhere
too
close.
deep. Yeah.
Nowhere close. That's not, I can't help you on that one. If you're outside of the key, I don't see any reflections of water, but that's how it looks from our perspective up here.
Yeah. I think that's a good timeout. Either team could have used one there, as both teams getting a little slot. They're playing hard, but they're just playing a little faster than they want to, you know?
And it's crazy to think that when you look at where we are here, about a quarter and a half into this, even our player of the year, she's only got 2 points.
Right.
She really hasn't been a major part of this game to this point yet.
Kenmore-Garfield doing their job as a huge underdog. So far they've avoided that big run from the Griffins where it's a 6. They have to avoid that 6-0, 8-0 run. They will not be able to overcome this. The longer they can stay in, the more they start to believe, the more you have a chance. When you're a big underdog, that's what you want to do. You just want to keep in, limit possessions. They're going to show a little full court pressure now.
Well, and they've got what most teams don't have, and that's
that could have been a foul.
A good point guard that can help get you through things. Brings it out inside, quick shot, but too quick.
Yep.
Thought she had it there. Rebound.
Oh, that's going to be her third foul on Lop. Reaching in the backcourt.
Yep. Oh, that'll do it. and some of that is just, the freshmen being aggressive, trying to do so much.
The defenses have tightened up. Nice job.
Defense sleeping, gets away with one. Boyd with the rebound, and now this becomes trouble because no Lop to bring up the ball.
Yeah, they're gonna rely on Richardson now. I don't know if that was to her, but it worked. Oh.
Ball tipped, and it's going to stay here. Took some time to think about it. I think the right call.
I'll take your word for it. We could each have our own table. I'll move you over there.
We'll see how this game goes. I might need my own table. Looking to inbound, not there, into the corner. Drives with some pressure, puts it up short. Rebound taken.
Tip. Just a lot of loose balls.
I have no idea who number 5 is. Have to look that up.
A rebound and then a throw.
Terrible turnover. I think they stopped it because she didn't get back
That's not
up.
good. Richardson's down for them.
I'm not sure who number 5 is for the Lady Rams.
Hang on. Well,
yeah.
Neither am I.
All right, let me take a look here. So it's got to be one of the guards. My guess is Nia Nelson. That'd be my guess. I'm not really
Janai
sure.
Nelson?
Janai Nelson, yeah. I don't know. I'll have to figure out halftime.
Yeah.
But they gave us a sheet with names and numbers, and not all of them are accurate. Well, the good news is Boyd is number 10. We got that confirmed. We'll figure it out. We're the best second-rate broadcast out there. We don't have all the names and numbers. 3 ball in the corner, not there. Rebound taken by Stingers. She'll bring it up. Step back. Wow, hit hard across the chest.
I know.
Keeps the ball, though, most importantly.
And Buchtel has not scored yet in this quarter, and that's Kenmore-Garfield has to like that.
Into Boyd. Up top. Blocked.
Good block.
Back the other way.
Rogers, that's going coast to coast. Good left hand.
Second set of points. Multiple points in the quarter. I missed a couple.
You got to call the reach, guys. My goodness.
First points in the quarter. I was correct. So that'll be on Thomas. Well, maybe not.
No, Rucker.
Delaney
Rucker, who just checked in for the first time.
Read my fingers wrong.
Kenmore-Garfield going small as they take Murph out. Oh. That could have been a charge.
Yeah. I don't know why we...
I don't know
it looked painful up here.
I don't know where Irvine McAllister was going, but she caught a break.
Yeah. I think they talked to her a little bit like, hey, let's go around, people, not through. Hey, dribble around.
Good baseball pass.
Wow. Just some interesting long passes here for the Rams. Not taking the easy short stuff. Goes to it. Could have been a block. No call. Sends it up top. No travel. Turnover. Coasts. Half coast. In there.
Richardson showing her athleticism off the steal.
Richardson keeping the team within 1.
And if I'm Kenmore-Garfield, I'm slowing the pace down on offense a little bit.
That one goes.
Nice
Biddings
jump.
Came back in, out the entire.
The best thing she did there was avoid the travel.
Yeah.
And then she just kind of was caught. So what do you do? Throw it up soft on the glass.
There. I might go to a zone if I was the Griffins and make them shoot outside.
I was going to say, with that matchup, I just spread the floor and let her go to work.
Yeah. And we'll have a timeout as they keep this one close. 19-18 here from Firestone High School, and you can hear the student section roaring our microphones here.
I don't know why Coach called a timeout there, but if I got my starting center having to guard Richardson, that's not a matchup I want with my center having 2 fouls. I got to switch off a guard. Richardson's tall, but she's got the speed to take Biddings off the dribble, especially with those 2 fouls.
So lengthy against her, too, defensively.
A little difference in strategy here, as they've had Radcliffe on the bench with those 2 fouls, and right now a huge win for Kenmore-Garfield because they're only down 1, the same place they were, or actually they were down more when she was in the game. So they're trying to squeeze as much as they can out of her without having to bring her back in to get that 3rd foul.
Comes across into the lane to Biddings, goes to the corner, long 2. Long shot, but comes back in.
Stallings again.
Long
She's got 10.
There. Right side. Up top again to Richardson. Matchup we talked about goes inside. Didn't look at where the basket was. And an air ball.
And partner, all you need to do is kick that back out. Just run your offense. I don't care if you take one more shot in the first half. You're not upset to be down 3 here.
Well, and we talked about giving that great pump fake. Take that pump fake so you can set that other foot down. Didn't set the feet at all on that shot.
And Richards has played well. I'm preaching patience here. You don't want to let Buchtel make that run the last 2 minutes again.
Looking tired to close it out. Not there. Gets the rebound. Can't get it to go. Ball will go to the Rams.
They're going to go back to Murph.
And I could make a case that, yes, Lop's got 3 fouls, but you got to stay in it to win it, you know. Right. I'd like to see her out there, and she's got to be more conservative.
Yep.
And that'll be into our bonus.
Nope, 1 more.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. Wrong side.
Fouls on Cassidy Thomas.
Bonus both sides with 6 fouls, team fouls apiece. Inside, long inbound pass. Double team, breaks through it wide open and gets it in.
Number 5.
Number 5 with 2 points. Probably a good player, not in the book yet. Long 3, big answer by Rogers. She's got 5 in the quarter, 7 in the game.
That was a big answer.
1:18 here in the second quarter. Opens it back up to a 4-point. Strips it underneath. Back the other way. 2-0, comes back. Good defense, but gets the rebound, puts it in.
Rogers. There's been a Rogers sighting. Here we go again, that last minute. Buchtel. It's been the difference of the game, the first minute of each quarter, or the last minute of each quarter. Really
Turnover
not that
again.
bad of a pass, Dave. She just tried to one-hand it.
It's not a bad pass. It's the fact that you're passing across the court, back and forth, back and forth. The inbound pass isn't 10 feet. It's 25. It's 30 feet. You're trying to, get some Hail Marys for fast breaks inbounding in the first quarter. And now Chance hits 3 and opens this one up to 9 points.
And that's what they've been outscored by in 2 minutes of this ball game, a 9-0
14 points in the quarter so far for the Lady Griffins.
All in the last 4 minutes.
So far in the quarter, 14-10 they've scored. Comes after him, hard double team, turnover back the other way. And what do we got? A push.
And that's a good foul.
By, I believe, number 5. And she took one on the ankle as well. No, offensive.
Oh, they got her pushing off. Nice, a really nice play by Richardson then. That's her second.
And a good angle to see the space between the two players and then the additional space created by the foul. See, they try to dribble up the sideline. And now where? Good
right
move, inside, outside. Taken down by Buchtel. Thomas with a rebound. And now we'll be shooting.
Nope, carry.
Oh, sorry. My mistake. And Richardson having a little talk, I think, with McAllister to calm down.
Yeah, she took a big hit there, too. I don't know if it was after the shot or on the shot, but just physical defense by the Griffins.
Long shot not there, and that'll be the quarter. And just like that, the 14 points carries them and continues their lead here into halftime. 14-10 in the quarter, but it makes it 29-20 as the undefeated Lady Griffins continue their lead. We'll take a break here at halftime. Joe and I will have our first half analysis and stats here shortly after the break. You're watching Akron City Series basketball right here on APS 15. Just about ready to start the second half here for Firestone High School as the Rams start to come out against the Lady Griffins. They find themselves down 29-20. Joe has our first half stats.
For the Kenmore-Garfield Lady Rams, they were led by Celia Richardson's 9 first half points, 4 from Marisha Irvine McAllister. They were led in rebounding off the bench by Jackie Murph. She had 4, and Alexis Radcliffe with 3. For the Griffins, they were led by Amaya Stallings, hot shooting. She has 10 points, and 9 from City Series Player of the Year, Javon Rogers, as we get set to start the second half here. Started with a turnover. Big stretch of 4 minutes here for the Lady Rams. No angle to make that pass. Turnover. If she would just go off to the wing there, then Skinner would have had a chance to seal her man. Good ball movement by the Griffins. That's just too easy for Rogers.
Rogers with 9 points in the first half. Adds to it and gets into double digits. Diana Lopp comes back in after foul trouble.
Double dribble.
And easy call. 13 turnovers.
Even I can make that one.
Oh. Well, you too can become a basketball official, Joe.
Well, I could be one right now. I'm not saying I could be a good one, though.
Take your certifications and
good anticipation.
Definitely kickball there.
She didn't slip, though.
It was just noticeable. In the first half, right around the center of the court, there was just a lot of people falling down. Like their feet just slid from underneath them. I should get her shorts to stay up like that. Should have them pinned.
I bet.
Are we going to call the kick, or we just going to see what happens? I mean, that was...
I'll tell you what Richardson's does at the top of that zone, though. She has what teams in the NBA so are longing for, wingspan. She gives you a good perimeter defense, and she has good anticipation skills as well. Good knock away there by Lopp. Griffins in no rush here, up 11. But they take a quick 3. I heard that foul up here. Skin on skin.
And that'll be on McAllister, her first.
Good call.
It looks like I started marking it off of my sheet. That's why I was questioning. Is that her? Could be her second. Depends on whether I marked it right or wrong. That one, no doubt, from downtown. 14 now. And the offensive explosion in the second quarter continues. Good shooting here in the third quarter. Goes inside, turns, gets it in.
But you see what the Buchtel defense does. It makes them go rush a little bit, even fielding passes like there, for instance, the other way. And Javon Rogers showing us why, as a sophomore, she was the City Series Player of the Year. Such a smooth game.
I'm so confused by why the front of the shorts are up. I don't know what to do now. Collects it, but loses it again. It's going to stay with the Rams.
Caught a break there. The bounce went their way.
So she doesn't. Why?
Oh, that is not
beautiful.
Good defense and
Beautiful
great offense.
Inbound pass. As Radcliffe gets two more.
Kind of lulled him to sleep and just dove right in.
Yeah, 10-point lead again as it stays. No hesitation on that shot.
I was going to say not a good shot, but it was halfway down the cup.
Yeah. To go inside, Biddings in traffic. Oh. And she is one of those people that it doesn't look like a good shot.
No,
but
strength.
She puts it in a good place where it can bounce and get into the hoop.
Oh, there's
the
a nice pick
placement of
and
the ball
roll.
is great. Can't get it to go, rebound it, looking, stays. Coming in is going to be Alexis Skinner. And they'll let Marcia Biddings take a breather into the corner for three. Not there. Rebound. Back outside.
Give it to her. Boom.
She's a great talent, is Richardson, and she hits a three from the corner after getting the offensive board.
Yep, started off with a second shot, and they cut it back to single digits.
Such good footwork.
Travel. A little hop step before the... You like to call it travel on that one, partner? You point to the spot?
I don't call a travel.
What's your traveling call? Is it slow?
It's tight.
All right. You don't do it real slow.
No. I've seen some guys that go slow and then they speed up.
Like a motorboat? Wow, Curly Neal. Globetrotter.
I almost hit myself in the face doing my
Oh, no. That was just that was a funny possession. I don't know.
Agreed. She had it. It rolled over her shoulder, and then she picked it back up.
Now it's not the floor that's
it's like
slippery
a ghost.
as a substance on the ball. Almost
like
a travel there on Buchtel.
It's like a ghost in here.
They're double teaming Rogers.
Baseline. Can't get it to go. Tips it. Stays Buchtel ball. And Peter's got to get that camera on his shoulder so he can lean over. We'll tie his belt on.
Oh, wide open. Great out of bounds play.
Can't get it. Collects it. That one's short.
Short-armed it.
Takes it in. She is a great individual talent. Can't get it to go through. Steps out. Turnover. 16 turnovers.
That was just a bad
for
luck
the Rams.
Momentum kind of took her with that one. Like the way she hit the offensive glass. They needed a basket there.
Got the turnover. That's helpful. Ball rolling out of bounds. And we're looking. It's going to stay with the Rams. And they're starting to chisel it away a little bit. They've got 7 points in the quarter so far. But they need to get stops on one end and get some points to shrink this lead by the Griffins. Going to be inbounded by Richardson. Goes up top. Just does not settle when she shoots. Can't get it to go. Radcliffe misses. Rebound taken by Nash. To the hoop now. Slides through defenders. Can't get it. And we'll have a jump ball underneath. And one thing we haven't seen with Lopp coming back onto the floor here in the third, because she spent a lot of the second quarter on the bench, she's kind of out of the groove of this game a little bit, I feel, offensively. They haven't been using her. They've been going to these other routes that they were doing while she was out.
Nice jump stop.
Stinger with 2. She's got 3 in the ball game.
Did a nice job with body control there.
Lob coming up.
Another
Turnover, steal the other way. Takes it to the hoop and in. And they go on their own little run here as McAllister gets it, and that'll get a timeout as they want to talk this over as they shrink it down to 5 points.
And really, Kenmore-Garfield has been the better team, Dave, or at least equal for the majority of this game. They just had a bad stretch the last minute of the first quarter and second quarter. But they're fighting their way back in. We thought they trailed by as many as 12 in this quarter. We thought that might be it, but here they are, only down 5 again.
And at the end of this quarter, we'll go over our coaches' all-academic, all-city team for girls basketball here in the Akron Public Schools. Also at the conclusion of tonight's ball game, we will have our Flurry's Cafe signature player of the game. Flurry's Cafe located on 2202 Front Street in Cuyahoga Falls, serving delicious breakfast Monday through Saturday from 7 to 3 o'clock. Signature pancakes are they're fantastic. We can't talk enough about them, and they give us a signature player of the game. We'll have that at the conclusion of tonight's ball game as well. So the beautiful Firestone High School has got a good crowd here, and
look at that
the student
flag.
section continues.
That is the biggest flag I've ever seen at a basketball arena of this size. It's huge.
Looks good, though.
No doubt where we're at. We got the green, we got the gold, and the red, white, and blue.
3 minutes left here in the third quarter. Gets this one within 5. They want to continue the momentum that they've had, get crawling back into this one. Goes to the hoop and tapped, and they'll keep it. Looking to inbound and turned over again. 15 turnovers up front to Richardson. And it's a 3-point game. She's got 5 in the quarter. Hit the 3 in the corner. Now the fast break layup.
And this is a team that lost by 30 and 15 in the 2 meetings this year. And they are hanging strong here with the Griffins. And the Griffins can't get a shot off.
I was going to say fantastic defense by Lopp right at the bottom of your screen here. Comes up with the hands up, not trying to get her 4th foul, but trying to alter what the shot is. And the closeness and the defensive pressure gets the double dribble. She brings the ball into the forecourt.
And Lopp not scoring, but she's showing how much more settled the offense is with her. Oh, that's a what? You got to call that. I don't care how strong she went up.
That's not I don't think that's a no call in my opinion, but
me neither.
Goes through, can't get it to get in there. Right at the edge of the rim. She can't get it to go. Another offensive board, and she'll have the foul.
Rogers has those quick ups off the floor to get when she gets her offensive rebound.
5 rebounds for so far in tonight's game. 14 points and a block.
And they caught a break. They called the foul on Stiggers and not on Radcliffe.
Her first foul, team second so far, as Rogers makes the first and makes the second. There's no way to just put her on the line and save points that way, because she continues to make them from there. 2 minutes now here in the third. Long shot, not there.
Deep.
I think your team's got to know they got to crash for sure.
Nice.
You're going to be shooting like that. Murph with 2. 38-35, splits open the center, goes through, gives the ball up, back outside, into the corner, down the baseline, nowhere to go now. Stuck in the trap, and we'll have a timeout.
Oh, he had a layup too, but I know why he called that timeout. First time tonight that Kenmore-Garfield went with the double bigs there. They went with Murph and Radcliffe on the floor at the same time.
City Series basketball right here on APS 15, supported by Akron Public Schools, online at akronschools.com. Akron Public Schools.
Smart choice.
That it is. Ending our time here shortly in the third quarter. They've put on a nice little run in this quarter, led mostly by Richardson with 5 points and then Radcliffe with 4. Offensive rebounding has also kicked up a notch a bit in this quarter. But the main story in the quarter, if we're getting back into it, is additional turnovers and not turning the ball over.
That absolutely been the difference. Getting shots off, some of them are going in, but getting shots off on one end and not getting enough. When you had a 12-point lead, Buchtel just getting a little bit loose and sloppy with the ball. A lot of that has to do with the Kenmore defense, though.
And finally, it seems, maybe I've been missing it, Joe, but the Buchtel student section starts getting involved a little bit in this one. They've been not as vocal as what's been underneath our camera here. Setting things up with Rucker. Right side to Nash, back up top to Rucker. Inside, great defensive stop with the block.
Good call. Going to stay with the Lady Griffs on the tip.
Tip and bounced out of bounds, stays Griffin ball. 1:28 here in the quarter.
Oh, wide open.
They go way into the backcourt, and they'll start it from there. To the sideline, nobody there. Hey-oh, nobody home, turnover. And this is where I'd like to see Lopp get a basket, set up the offense.
Man-to-man for the Griffins. Good pressure.
Sends into Richardson, inside to Radcliffe, it's it in the harm.
Great pass. And Radcliffe straight balling here in the third quarter.
We lost about 2 to 3 seconds on the clock as it continued to run after the whistle. No one's catching it but me, but that's because I was looking to see who the foul was going to be on. That's going to be on Tana Chance.
Yep. Don't look now, partner. We're tied.
Richardson makes the extra. I'm sorry, not Richardson. Radcliffe makes the extra one.
Radcliffe with 11 points with a huge third quarter, 11 points overall, and we are tied.
18 points in the quarter.
14-2 run right now by the Garfield. Big answer. Amani Jackson's first two and two big ones.
36 seconds left. Richardson sees the three again. Just off the mark, though. And it's going to stay Rams ball. But you think about it this way, Joe. They've put 18 points in this quarter. They only scored 20 points in the first half.
Yep.
Goes up top, Lopp surveys it, and they'll set up the offense. Left side to Richardson. Again, another three. Not there. And ball's on the floor.
Bad luck.
And it will be Buchtel.
Yeah, you got to love the hustle. Just bad luck.
And I feel if you're Coach Jones, your comments to Richardson, I don't mind you shooting the three, but you got to follow it a little bit with your length and speed.
Or shoot it from 20 feet, not 25.
That is also good advice, I think, Joe. Inside, stops, walks, turnover.
And I don't know if it's this end, but Buchtel looks to be doing a lot of what Kenmore-Garfield did in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, you look at it at halftime, they had 10 turnovers. They've got 8 in this quarter. 8 seconds, inside to Radcliffe. Turns, short-handed it, not there.
It.
Up she goes. Three ball, not is going to be there. And she comes down awkwardly on her ankle.
That's not good.
As she shot in traffic. And slow to get up. Trainer comes out. That'll be the end of the quarter as we'll keep our cameras there. As much as I think she may be able to play through it, we may see some changes in her explosion with something like that. So they go up here in the quarter, but just barely hold on, 40-38 here at the end of the third quarter. Looking at the coaches the academic all-city team for girls basketball from 2017-18 season. Connie Chance these are all going to be from Buchtel. Connie Chance with a 3.7. Lahavian Duncan, a 3.9. Cammie Hill, a 3.5. Imani Jackson, a 4.2. And Sharon Tuck Hayden with a 3.4. From East, you have Amanda Tubbs with a 3.8. All of these are going to be from Ellett. It's going to be Kylie Braggs with a 4.0. Cassie Dario with a 3.7. Stephanie Hicks with a 3.9. Rebecca Kovalchin with a 3.5. Alyssa Martin with a 3.6. Lainey Norris with a 4.3. From Firestone, you have Jada Lane with a 3.5. Mahala Ramsey with a 3.7. Eva Suchek with a 3.7. And Deanna Lopp of Kenmore-Garfield with a 3.6. Certainly congratulations in the academic success of those student athletes. Those successes possibly taking much more hard work throughout the entire year. Misses, goes inside. Radcliffe gets it, but gets fouled as well. And I believe that's going to be Bidding's third.
And the difference, you mentioned it, and she hasn't scored a point yet. I know Lop, though. Her ball handling since she came back in the game after getting those 3 fouls in the first half, just controlling the offense and finding the open player. She did it again, finding Radcliffe. And she had somebody open outside, but she went inside because inside is easier to score than outside.
Well, and I see her certainly in this second half. She's not trying to win the ball game defensively.
Right.
Calm the offense, be in position defensively, but she's not gambling trying to get steals.
First miss for Radcliffe.
Jackson with the rebound, her first, left side. Thought they were going to trap, they decided not. Richardson up top. That's a lot of steps there. It looked like it seemed awkward. But gets it in, 2 points for Jackson.
Amani Jackson with the last 4 points.
I think she's got to stop shooting threes. She's got to go
quick
inside.
there, yep.
Beat them inside with your
Don't
size.
Reach. That's kind of that frustration foul way away from the court, but only Richardson's first.
And she's got to stop settling for those long jump shots.
You can get that later. Let's let Radcliffe touch it first, then kick it back out. In and out.
Well, and she is such a mismatch when she goes to the basket. There's just not someone with her size with such good ball handling skills. Goes to the hoop, up and around, gets it to go in.
I'll tell you what, Amani Jackson might only have 6, but she might want to be your player of the game right now, partner. The last 6 points for the Griffins. At no bigger time.
4 here in the fourth quarter. And the turnover gives them the ball back. Full court press. Richardson through with the turnover, up and in. She gets it back.
Huge change of defense there for him.
Trying to change the tide here.
16 for Richardson.
Ooh, ball in and out.
Turnover. And another. Going to lead to 2 more points.
Richardson gets it in.
Good team defense by.
I look at the coach, no timeout signal. He's going to ride it out. And they're really doing well with this full court press. Radcliffe lets her go. Can't get it to get in. Back through.
Got hammered.
Outside by Nash. Her second offensive board. Lets her go to the hoop. And that's who you don't want. She's got 6 in the quarter.
You got to make her shoot a jump shot, partner. She's killing them with the drives.
Both coaches letting this wave of emotion go either way.
Buchtel goes zone.
Go inside, I hope. Long shot. No one there to rebound.
Yep.
And that is a tired offensive set.
Yep.
5:51 here in the fourth quarter. Really a 3-point ball game. Could swing either way. They let her inside. Radcliffe pressure again.
Biddings, that one was about 9-2. It never got over 10. That always frustrated me if I take an outside shot and it's like real flat. It never goes over. If it doesn't go over the rim, it never has a chance to get in. When I shoot them like that, I'm just like, come on.
Timeout here on the floor. 3-point ball game, 46-43. Dave Schick, Joe Pacansky, Peter George over there moving the camera for us. No robotics cams for us. We've got Peter.
In what has turned out to be an excellent ball game.
City Series basketball right here on APS 15, supported with student opportunities in visual arts, including drawing, painting, ceramics, sculpture, photography, computer design. Akron Public Schools at akronschools.com. We'll have our Flurry's Cafe player of the game. Joe will have that for us as we wind down this one here. Flurry's Cafe with wonderfully tasteful signature pancakes, many different varieties to pick. Monday through Saturday, 7 to 3 o'clock at Cuyahoga Falls. And we'll give our signature player of the game provided by Flurry's Cafe.
Right now in the ball game, partner, leading the way for Kenmore-Garfield, CeeLo Richardson with 16. Alexis Radcliffe has a dozen. 3 players in double figures for the Griffins. Javon Rogers with 16. 2 players. Amaya Stallings with 10 and Amani Jackson with 8 points, all in the last 6 minutes of the ball game.
And this could be a very big possession here for the Rams.
And I think a lot of because of what Radcliffe has done to them. Buchtel goes zone, not a team that sits in a 2-3 zone very often.
And first offensive set, she goes in. Can't get it, goes up, not there. Backing around. And we're going to have what?
Fumble. It'll stay with the Rams. Got a decent look at it there. Shot a little rush. They need a score. Oh, too easy. But a great block by Rogers.
Her second block in the ball game. Big swing, 3-ball, top of the key, no good. I'm not sure why she gave it up. You don't give it back to the team, and we'll have a jump ball.
They got a break there, partner.
Radcliffe came down with the board. That's her 8th rebound. Came down and didn't know what to do with it. Kind of leaning out of bounds, throws it back into the middle
under your own
of
basket.
the key. Throw it at somebody.
Nobody in foul trouble right now. I'm sorry, team-wise, nobody in foul trouble. Nobody with more than 3.
Going to the hoop. Gets it in.
So
It's
pretty.
so dangerous. First points in the quarter. That's the only points outside of Jackson that they've scored so far.
Back up by 5.
Lop sends it back out. And she'll have McAllister surveying over to Richard inside to Radcliffe. Get it in, and she does.
Great 1-2 punch there.
They work so well for 2 real lengthy players.
Great court vision by Richardson.
They could use some rebounding underneath, though. Radcliffe finally hauls it in. Her 5th defensive rebound, 9th overall. Richardson brings it up.
Big possession.
Down 3, looking again to go into Radcliffe, but no entry pass
dangerous.
there. Richardson goes, draws attention into Radcliffe, not there.
Didn't go up strong there, partner.
Faded away. Ball out of bounds. Ball go to the Lady Griffins. Biddings will come in for the Lady Griffs. They get a little bigger, sending out Tuck Hayden. And if it were up to them, they'd walk this one out with a 3-point victory. But it's not over yet. Ball there, not there. Radcliffe brings it down. Biddings with her arm in there. And that'll be her 4th.
I think it's jump ball, I think. Nope, you're correct. Good call.
A quick call.
Yeah. I think it was a good one, though.
I disagree.
Too quick.
Well, to me, I would have liked to see it go all the way through the play a little more to see if she retains the rebound. That way you don't have to give a player their 4th foul here halfway through the 4th.
Maybe he didn't give it to her. Maybe she earned it. How How about Radcliffe stepping out from 15 feet to cut it to 1?
I'm about ready to go to my other table over there, Joe.
Yeah, banish you. Penalty box.
1 point ball game, 3:19 here in the fourth.
Oh,
Long three.
The shot you want.
Sees
Yes, it is.
Answers it. And their crowd up on their feet. Player
I knew
of
from where we were sitting it looked
the year.
Again, is it a great shot? Yeah, when it doesn't hit the rim. And like you said, no hesitation.
The answer was no. It wasn't a great shot, but great players end up making very great shots.
Absolutely.
And she certainly proved that. No hesitation. Shooting that one. Contested, gets it in, and extends this one to 4 points here in the fourth quarter. City Series action right here on APS 15, supported by Akron Public Schools, offering open enrollment, which allows Akron students to transfer to other Akron schools for specialized studies. Akron Public Schools at akronschools.com. Well, certainly when we sat down here and we looked at the past performances that these two teams have had, double-digit leads, blowouts, and here we stand 4 points from there. Now, Kenmore hasn't really led for much of the game. It's always been a close score. Yeah. They were able to battle back from a 10-point swing, but they haven't really overtaken it to hold on to the lead.
Again, though, as we say, it's tough to beat a decent team 3 times, right? And Buchtel's finding that today.
Full court press by the Lady Griffs goes into Richardson. They've done a very good job of on-the-ball defense against Lopp, but she just hasn't been able to get to a lot of spots. Richardson, she's just unconscious now. She's shooting from anywhere. Tries to get her own rebound back. They can't haul it in. Rucker back the other way. But he's going to pull it back out. Tipped and collected again. And that's why Richardson's so great at the top of that trap. So lengthy.
And that looked like a tired defensive possession from Kenmore-Garfield. And you got to wonder, are they out of gas?
Opens this one up to 6. Turnover. You can ask the question, but a lot of time on the court it gets answered. Ball's up. Foul is up. Hand is up. And Richardson will pick up her second.
They fought so hard to get back in this one, but a lot of players on the court playing huge minutes here. And one thing I heard somebody talking to our cameraman, Peter George, at halftime, and they said, surprised the score is as close as it is, but one thing that people have talked about with the Griffins is how much depth they have. And that always bodes well in championship play and tournament play, too.
Well, and a lot of times as you get into that tournament, the good balance is certainly helpful, but the star player is also very helpful. She misses both. Rebound taken by Stingers. And they have both of those things. Great depth. They have a lot of youth. And they have a fantastic player that you can't foul. You can't really post up. You can't put a smaller guard on her to take her off the dribble.
Great box out.
And that'll give another one, I think, to Lopp, which would be her 4th. Yeah. Unless we're trying to give it to the other one. Let's see.
No, you don't have to foul yet. You're only down 6. You can try to turn them over.
I think she was trying to get the jump ball.
Yeah.
But
it's all right. Good risk. I like that defense.
Richardson's has got to go to the basket. Turns it over again. Turns it back over. Richardson now with the ball, leading the break. Favorite target, but Radcliffe can't hold it in. Good bounce pass, but a little low.
Maybe it didn't come up.
A little low, yeah. A tough angle to get the height where a player of that stature wants to catch it a little bit above their waist level.
One too many empty trips here in the fourth quarter. Whoa.
20 turnovers for them, and it turns into points on the other end. Stallings with 3.
Again, that's only a good shot if it goes down, but they continue. They didn't take the air out of the basketball. They continue to be aggressive, and that one might just be the dagger.
Extends it to 9. And they've battled and battled, and we got to the end of the third quarter tied, stayed with it. But now the little differences of execution, balls going in, getting some turnovers.
Amaya Stallings, her third 3 of the game, 13 overall.
And she really started the first quarter with 2 threes back-to-back practically. And then that middle part of the game, she wasn't there, but she had other players that played very well with Rogers and Jackson kind of taking over those. And really, Jackson took over the beginning of the fourth quarter as well.
I was going to say, it's Stallings in the first. Jackson at the very end of the third in the fourth quarter, and Rogers throughout.
Yeah, she really, you could say that she's had a lot of success in the second, the third, and now the fourth quarter.
Right.
Coming hard on this trap.
I like that defensive set there.
Can't extend it beyond, but still the rebound taken by them underneath. And what do we got?
Double dribble.
Double dribble.
I really like
22 turnovers for the Griffins. Uncharacteristic
that's kept
for them.
Garfield in the game. It really has.
And now we need really efficient
nice take.
possessions. And I think that is going to be Rogers' third.
Well, the good news there for Richardson is she has a chance to cut it back to 7, and the clock is stopped.
Lines it up, but can't get it in. Misses both. And we saw some movement of Rucker coming down before the shot went down. And then she gets the ball, sends it out, rebound, keeps possession by Stallings.
I didn't like that 3. I think they need to make them foul at this point. Uncontested layup, or that should be it.
Yeah, that should have been it.
Travel. Wow.
I was going to say, I know there was some contact, but she came back down with the ball.
But you see, what are the Griffins getting a lot of offensive rebounds here in this fourth quarter. That depth kind of wearing them down a little bit. Man, she is quick. I don't know.
Well, if you told me we were going to have 20-plus turnovers both sides, and Richardson now is reaching, I'm not sure what for.
Well, it ain't over yet.
And not in the bonus yet, but it does stop the clock.
Yep.
The next one will be in the bonus for him.
Don't foul her. Don't foul her. Oh, and she gets the call. I don't know about that one.
Fourth foul now for Rogers, so she, with 46 seconds, gets into foul trouble, and they're 2 away from being themselves in the bonus. This game has been very up and down.
Choppy.
We could see a little run here to get them back into this. They need a quick score. I would be surprised if you don't go into Radford.
That's a big shot by a lot.
And really, that's her only points in the ball game. 2 points for her, and they'll take a timeout off the make, setting up a 7-point ball game here with 33 seconds left.
Haven't needed her to score, but they need it now. 7-point ball game. Javon Rogers leads all scorers with 21 points. Amaya Stallings 13 for Kenmore-Garfield. Selah Richardson 18 points. Alexis Radcliffe with 16. But they find themselves down a touchdown here and not much time left.
Past 10 years, the regular season champ has a 70% chance of becoming the
playoff champ.
Hey, Rain Man over here.
Certainly the odds on their favor looking good so far, holding a 7-point lead here.
I want you to thank our statistician, on-site statistician, for that one.
I was researching it while you were talking about the stats.
Statistician Dave Schick, producer Dave Schick, assistant producer. Can I get an assistant
I'm going to
producer?
put all of those on the credits.
Your signature page is going to go over to page 2. Peter's probably got a lot of.
He's got editor,
I only got like
cameraman.
2 things.
Yeah, I'm not even shooting.
Oh, they got to foul somebody.
I think I don't know what they were doing.
Yep.
They should be fouled right away.
Foul her. Only 20.3 seconds left, and it'll be 1-1 for Armani Jackson.
7 points and even 50 seconds. You could have said that, I think the outcome has been shown.
And I want to tell you, a very physical game, but cleanly played out there. No flagrants, no thrown elbows. I'm not trying to jinx us with 20 seconds left, but it's as hard as the game's been.
Good night, everybody. Jinxed it us big time. Gets it to go in.
Amani Jackson, huge lift off the bench. Ice water in the veins. 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Make it 8, give her double figures with 10.
And I think you back up.
Yeah, I'd let him shoot here.
Let him take the 3.
And that should do it.
Story of the night so far.
25
as these
turnovers.
teams, third time going to be the charm for the Griffins as they will complete the entire season here undefeated against City Series foes. A perfect 11-0.
And it was not easy tonight. Their toughest challenge of the year. Coach Jones and the Rams threw everything they had at them, mix and matching defenses, a good inside-outside look, but at the end it was the Griffins' depth and their skill just winning out. Steal by Rogers. Just don't foul, don't foul.
Can't say it's going to happen.
Yep.
And they spray the coaches. On the court they come as they celebrate a perfect season. And this team celebrating everything they should, as a lot of hard work this year has come together. As this team really gelled, a young team, as we talked about. When you look at the first team, you have Rogers as a sophomore, Jackson as a junior. Second team, you got Nash and Stallings as freshmen. Really, the only senior you're losing that made one of those categories, honorable mention, was Thomas, who we didn't see that much of tonight. So you got 4 players that are going to be back for at least one more year, if not 3 or 2 more years. As Rogers has got her junior and senior year, and she'll bring Nash and Stallings along with her for those 2 years during the run. This will be just a very interesting team. We've had those teams in the City Series that have had great success in the series as well as then going out into the tournament, and this is certainly one in the City Series that you want to be watching for.
With the star player, with some decent size and the depth, you wonder how they're going to do in that district tournament. They certainly can defend and shoot it well at times. Obviously, going to have to take better care of the basketball. That's something tonight, uncharacteristically, as you mentioned, for the Griffins, that they can look at when they look at the film. But congratulations to the Buchtel Griffins on a perfect regular season and now City Series playoff championship.
Go ahead.
Ready to go over some stats here real quick. Stat-wise, for the Kenmore-Garfield Rams, they were led by Selah Richardson's 18 points. Alexis Radcliffe chipped in with 16 points and 9 rebounds. And for the victors, Armani Jackson in double figures with 10 points. A great second half for her. Amaya Stallings, 13 points, including 3 from deep behind the three-point arc. But your Fleury's Cafe player of the game, really no surprise. She's the player of the year and the player of this game as well. Javon Rogers, she took over in the middle of the game and hit big shots when they needed it most. She hit the 3 to put them up, made it a 2-score game. One time when the Rams tied it, she hit 2 baskets in a row. She was the answer tonight again for the Lady Griffins as they win the City Series Championship.
Certainly congratulations to the Lady Griffins, and also congratulations to our signature player of the championship game, Javon Rogers. Brought to us by the Signature Pancakes at Fleury's Cafe. Start your day off with a great breakfast. Fleury's Cafe, get a signature pancake. One of the best out there. We want to thank all of those that make this possible. It's mostly just me, as Joe mentioned. Statistician, on-air, producer, I don't know, just everything else is me. We also want to thank Ryan Rittenhouse, our producer. Peter George, our great cameraman, got us set up here. Joe Pacansky.
I'm a little less than average.
Subpar. Trying to give you the best subpar performance we can give you. Dave Schick, we want to thank all those out there that support these student athletes. Thank you for watching, and have a good night. Congrats again to the Lady Griffins, champions on a perfect season here on APS 15.